Hola, ladies and gentlemen. Look what came in the mail today. This is the flyer for the MasterVibe self-healing tour. I'm going to be traveling all around the world, sharing this information with people for the next 6 months. And that you're looking at right there, that pyramid, that is a solution SEG13 collaboration. And I call it Archangel Raphael. I told the story in another one of the videos, so I won't get into that. But I want to tell you about this because I'm holding the postcard, and having a physical thing is what makes it so real. That's the first step of magic. Well, the first step of magic is creating it in your mind, thinking about it, creating the thought. And once you have the thought, then you take action on that, and then you manifest it into the reality. And so what you want to do is write it down. Once you write it down, you make it physical. And so once it's physical, I'm just taking it to another level by having a flyer, and people that are in marketing and promotions and know that industry, they know the magic. They know the formula that it takes to do this magic, which is truly what it is. Your attention to something and you creating something physical is something physical that you make with from your own mind. You don't even have to make it like with your hands, something that you make from your own mind, and you can manifest it into reality. When you write it down on a piece of paper, you're already on that. That's why it's so important to write down your intentions and the things that you desire and the things that you want. Shout out to L Solution, that is the artist that created this piece right here. And he always has a signature. It's so interesting, the work of, different people. That's how Orgone Energy, your energy goes into it when you create it. So, man, this is what the Egyptians were doing, what have been doing. They knew about this time, so they made sure that we would come back and remember. We made sure that we would come back and remember. So this is from L Solution, and this is a piece that I made. And, we have different styles and we have different personalities, and we're different people. So our energy, so this is just a testament to the power of your own energy. No matter who you think you are or what you think you have or you don't have, you are an individual, and there's nobody like you, not even your twin. Your twin ain't like you. You're still you. You got your own soul. So I'm going on this MasterVibe self-healing tour, and I was waiting for the time to be right to do it. I was waiting until I had all this money, and then I could, fly first class everywhere, stay in the best places. And, so I wanted to be able to afford, all this comfort. And to afford it in my mind was having physical money. What I learned in this episode of my life is that what makes it happen is in your mind. What makes it happen is the energy that you exude, because the energy that you have in you is a magnet. You're like a magnet. You are an energetic magnet, and you attract everything that is like you into your life. And so everything that vibrates like you attract it into your life. So when you take the first step of magic and you have a thought, and then you meditate on that thought, you're able to focus on what that is that you're creating. You start developing the idea of what that is in your mind. That's the first part of creating something. So there's so many thoughts that are flowing in your head, so imagine if you were writing down everything that came into your head. But there are certain thoughts that command your attention, and it is important that you write those thoughts down. And if it's something that you want to manifest, you write that thought down with intention, knowing that that is what you are about to manifest. So in taking this out of the computer, for me, it made it more real. This is a step that I'm taking that I really was not expecting to take, but I had to jump. So it was time to go. It's time to fly. And I couldn't be concerned about what I didn't have. You know what I mean? Or what I thought I didn't have. And see, that's important. What I thought I did not have. So in knowing that I'm perceiving something in the future that's not even here yet, I have to bring myself back and look at what I have right now. And right now I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need to make anything that I want happen. So I'm so excited because having this in my hand means I took it to another level. So now it's time to spread the word. Now it's time to share the information. And so I'm going on this tour because my family has benefited tremendously from the use of Orgone Energy. My environment has benefited. The people around me have benefited. I have done my studying through the last 3 years since we've been making them. And it's time to let people know. I mean, I'm online. I have videos online, but it's time to connect with people because what's happening on the planet requires for us to take it to the next level. And I think that the internet is fantastic. That is the way that I've been able to create a business. You know, that's the way that I've been able to maintain. So it's a wonderful thing. You know, but what I know is that I'm an infinionaire, and I know that my energy is very valuable. And whether it was on the internet or on the ground in real life and in person, it's going to do what it does. So it's time to put that into action because a lot of us are getting lost on the internet. And so it's time to take it out of there because one day there might not be an internet. And if there's not an internet, what are you going to do? Who are you connecting with? Who can you call? Who can you talk to? You have to start creating those communities because we are in a process of a tremendous change. And in this change, that means that we have to evolve with it or we die in it. So it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that is going on the planet. I mean, everybody's having a challenge. I'm telling you, everybody. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter, you know, how much money they have or what perception you feel it is. Everybody is going through their challenge in this time because it is time to evolve to the next age. It's very simple. All of the atrocities are going to continue to happen in that hell that they're creating. Whatever's being created there is going to continue to exist. It's energy. It doesn't die, but there is a separation, and the separation is happening, and it's happening right now. And so if you want to be in a place where you're vibrating high, then that's where you want to go. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to exist. That's what you must be so that you can be in that. So the MasterVibe Self-Healing Tour is helping people disconnect from toxicity, EMF radiation, pollution, and all of things that are not good, and showing people how to transform that energy with Orgone Energy Batteries, which are these. An Orgone Energy Battery is similar to an Orgone accumulator, is similar to Orgonite. What makes the Orgone Energy Battery a battery is that it gets its constant amplification, not just by the stones and the metals and the resin, but by the creator of the device, the creator of the person. And the more balanced the person is, the more, if a person is creating this out of love, then they're going to create a stronger battery than if somebody was creating something out of desperation because they want to make some money and they know that this is starting to be something that people need for their own health, and want to, you know, just capitalize on it. So, and you know, where we are, the dimension where we are now, people already know. You already know what you feel like. You can identify with that. So just keep going with that, and you don't ever have to worry about being deceived because you'll always know. So I'm sharing the testimony of how the Orgone Energy has transformed my life. The person who introduced me to Orgone Energy is going to be part of this tour, L Solution, and he's going to be sharing his experience on how it transformed his life, but he got to get his flyer later. But you're right here, Solution. See? So we're sharing this information because it's not just about see what the Orgone Energy Battery is going to do. That's going to help you clear your mind space. It's going to help you disconnect from anything that's not serving you, because scientifically what it does, it transforms energy. It's going to make it easier for you to transmute energy within you already and make things happen. But we'll get to that part later. But what it does, in essence of just what the science of what it is transforming negative energy and creating positive energy. That's what Orgone Energy does. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter, if you put it anywhere, it's going to always do what it does. It doesn't require any kind of prayer or anything like that, although that's always great, to use. That's another energy tool that you can use. Some magic. Prayer is magic. So we're sharing okay, I'm losing where I was because then I went somewhere else. So we're sharing this information about how to make them, how to use them to heal. And what we're ultimately doing is creating this Orgone Energy Self-Healing Center. And this is a place where, this is one of the locations that we looked at. And if we were to get this, then all of those walls would be completely filled with Orgone Energy batteries, with Orgone Energy paintings, functional healing art. And so when you come into this space, you're in a vortex of Orgone energy, healing energy. And this is something that Wilhelm Reich proved in his studies. Research Wilhelm Reich, he was the one who actually discovered the Orgone energy in the atmosphere and created the accumulators. So he healed a lot of people with that. And it's wonderful that he did that. But I know me, for myself, I had to experience this healing in order for me to really be able to talk about it. And so that's what has happened in my life. And I know that having Orgone Energy healing centers all over the world will definitely start replacing a lot of these hospitals that people are going to, because they're being programmed to just go in there because they believe what they're being told, that they need this medication, that they cannot heal themselves. And I'm not going to get into all of the deepness about the healing, because some people be like, oh, well, I need to go to the hospital. Look, if you got cut and you need some stitches, go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a headache, there's things that you could do for that headache. You don't need any pills. And I know that because I used to suffer from migraines. And so not just with the Orgone Energy batteries, Orgone Energy batteries definitely assisted, but in the consumption of the meat that I was eating, that had, when that changed, when I stopped eating meat, that's when I stopped getting migraine headaches. And so whenever I would start to get or feel a headache coming on, going through that, the Orgone Energy batteries using blue calcite was a tremendous help in my healing for my from the migraines. So now I have the testimony. I have a team of people that have connected with this energy and know what it is. And those people are going to be joining us as well on this tour, on the MasterVibe Self-Healing Tour. And so I'm just really excited, and I wanted to share with you guys. I'm like, where did I start? I get to rambling when I get really excited. And this is, last week I was scary excited, and getting the actual flyer is like, all right, I'm ready. I'm going out in the streets and I'm talking to people and I'm sharing this healing information and I'm raising vibrations. And this is very, very exciting for me. One of the things that I'm going to be presenting on the MasterVibe Self-Healing Tour is the sexual energy introduction to Orgone. Because you are sexual energy. Everything that is living has sexual energy, and we have the strongest form of sexual energy because we're able to create. We're able to create other people. So we have a very powerful force within us to create. And so Orgone Energy Batteries are pretty much the same thing. And this is something that Wilhelm Reich proved, and they used to call him the sex crazed doctor. And his accumulators, they used to call them sex boxes. And what it is not sex in that form. It's sex in the form of sexual creative energy that amplifies energy, and creates more of it, positive energy. So it is time to share this information with the world, and I'm excited to be part of the team that is doing it. I want to give a great shout out to all of the other Orgone engineers that are out there in the Orgone Energy. In the center, there's going to be a museum in the center as well, and in that museum, we're going to have pieces from other artists from all over the world, so that their energy could be amplified within these Orgone Energy self-healing centers. And the people that are making these are healers. They are healers themselves. The ones that all of them, because anybody that makes Orgone Energy Batteries is creating something good for the planet. So having that energy all in one space is extremely powerful. And I plan on proving that and showing that and healing the world. Make it a better place for you and for me. Remember that song? That's one of them Heal the World songs. And I used to believe in that. And then I started living in this world, and I was like, wow, could that really happen? And now where I am today, I know it's happening. So I'm very excited. Thank you all for checking me out. I am live every Friday at VIM3DRadio.com, SexEnergyGoddess13.com, and I will be on location through the tour. The tour starts July 1st. The tour starts. And so I'm starting in Sacramento. I was going to be starting in San Diego, but things changed, so I got to change. So I'm going to Sacramento July 1st. I will be there. Anybody that wants to connect with me, Sacramento is where I went to high school at. Sacramento is where I had my first radio broadcast show at 103.5 The Bomb, Sacktown, KBMB The Bomb, which is no longer. So rest in peace, KBMB The Bomb. But yes, I'm coming to Sacramento, so I am going to be sharing this information with all of the people that I connect with in Sacramento. So if you see me, holla. I'll tell you all about Orgone. All right, I'm out. Namaste, Ashe, 13 love and bliss. Adios.